Hey, welcome in or welcome back to Sound Wisdom Tarot. I'm Shannon Rose Scott, and this is your career reading. Yes, a timeless reading for my collective, tuning in for insight, clarity, and guidance surrounding your career. So first, I've pulled just the court cards to find out what is the theme in your career at this moment. Here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get in. Spirit guides, high divine, intergalactical beings, and angel guides, please help me connect to the spirit guides of my collective tuning in. Thank you for their career reading. Okay, so interesting. You've got a shift of career coming up here with the Knight of Pentacles. This could mean a complete shift to a whole new career itself, or just a shift within your career. All right, because this is a timeless reading for the collective, that does mean there's a lot of different type of people tuning in. So you'll have to decide with your own intuition how this fits for your particular life. But there's definitely a career shift, okay, a change. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles sitting on the horse, and they've stopped the horse from moving forward. They've stopped the horse, they're taking a pause, and we even see this airplane in the air. So this could mean that you will actually need to travel and go somewhere different for your career. Or it could just simply mean that change of direction within your career. But that is what's going to bring you more abundance by making the shift. I like it. I like it. Change is always good, right? Change is always good, even if it feels uncomfortable in the moment. So let's find out more. Let's find out some more details. I'm feeling a Celtic cross spread for this reading. Here we go. Now I've got a full deck, different cards, right? Different deck, but a full deck here to give us clarity on the issue surrounding this change, this shift in your career. Thank you. Here we go. So the issue is Seven of Cups. Making a choice. What's getting in the way? What's getting in the way, please? What's getting in the way? What's a hindrance to this choice? What is the hindrance to this choice? What is the hint? Thank you, Spirit. Two of Wands. Okay. The story is getting clearer. Wow. Okay, here we go. The past. Temperance. Interesting. What is known? What is known? What is known, please? Okay, that one. Yeah. Death and rebirth. What is unknown? What is unknown, please? What is unknown? What is underlying everything? What is the unconscious actions happening at this time for my collective tuning in for their career reading, please, Spirit? What is unknown to our collective at this particular moment? The unknown influence. Thank you. Ooh, Seven of Wands. Cool. Okay. And don't worry, I'm going to explain all this. I'm just pulling them first. Next steps. Next most likely steps. A little word of caution that when it comes to the future, tarot is never set in stone. It just tells us the most likely future if things are to continue, right? Or if you take the advice. So let's find out. Next likely steps. Next likely steps. Next, thank you. Oh, okay. Nine of Wands. Wow. All right. This is what you're attracting from the outside. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Four of Wands. Yes, please. Okay, I like it. How do you feel about the situation? How do you feel? How do you feel? How does our collective feel about this? Nope, nothing thought. Here we go. I like it, the star. A star. And your hopes and fears. Your hopes and fears, please. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. There we are. Queen of Swords, yes. And finally, the most likely outcome. Thank you. Oh, okay. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. All right, so as we move into the interpretation of these cards now, and perhaps some clarifications as needed, I invite you to go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you've subscribed and comment below with however this is resonating for you, even if it's just with an emoji. The more you comment, the more I can tune into you for future readings, okay? But here we go. Let's get into it. So, regarding this shifting career, you are currently feeling kind of confused, right? You're feeling confused, a little unsure of which direction to go. Like, you know you need to stop and make a shift, but right now you're like, but where? Where do I need to put my time and energy? Which choice should I choose? This card also speaks to me that you actually have a lot of options, a lot of possible directions you could go right now. And you're like, which one? Which one? Notice how we have 7 bowls here, and one of them's kind of a different color. The rest are all kind of the same color. So it's like one choice is a better color than the rest. But they all have kind of, or one choice maybe sticks out amongst all the others. So I feel like you do know which choice to make, but your head's getting in the way. Right? One bowl is more attractive. It's like drawing your attention more than all the other choices. And yet your head keeps getting in the way, telling you, but you should choose this because of this reason. Or no, you should choose this because of this reason. But what about if that happened? No. Your advice from Spirit here is to not think this decision out from your head. And I know that's what society tells us to do, right? They tell us to make decisions from that place of pros and cons, to make the decision from like a clear mind, when in fact, this card is saying, no, you've got to feel your way. Cups is about your emotions, and your emotions know which direction you want to go. But are you listening to your emotions? Some of these cups feel better than the other, right? Some of these cups have like dangers associated with it, and your belly feels that. Your mind belly, right? Your intuition can feel that. It can feel like, there's something about this decision I don't like, but there's something about this one that feels good. And then your head gets in the way and says, but no, don't listen to your head. Right now, you're being asked to purely make this choice from your emotions, your emotional wisdom, which is your intuition, my friends. Yes, your emotional wisdom is so much more important than your brain wisdom. And here we have this card that kind of clarifies this for me. So this is the card, Two of Wands, which is getting in the way of you making your choice. Now here, this card speaks of choices. Twos are choices. You have two choices. I think you have more than two, but this is a card of like two really clear choices. And again, notice how this person is holding on to one of the wands and they've put the other wand to the side. This speaks to me that you already know which choice you want. And the choice does indeed involve travel. I mentioned at the beginning that I think this new shift in career could actually mean that you need to travel someplace new to get there, with that airplane showing up. And now here we have the globe and van life, like a van, a VW. Yes, this is confirmation that you're wanting to travel. Now, again, this could mean long distance travel, especially with like the plane and the globe, but it could simply mean like shorter distance travel. But your new shift in career is going to cause you to have to travel, whether you're just in your car traveling to a city or town or countryside farther afield, or whether you actually have to hop on an airplane and move to a brand new province, state, or country. You know already that that's what you want to do. And right now you're just sitting inside looking out at this opportunity and not getting out there and doing it. This is what's getting in the way of you making the choice. You've got to just get out there and do it. You already know which choice you want to leave behind. You've already put it to the side. You're not holding on to that old way so much anymore. It's time to move out into that possibility. This is also a card of having the whole world of possibilities at your fingertips. You just got to choose the possibility itself. Go out into the actual job. Start doing it. Now, the reason I think you're a little bit on the fence is because in your recent past, you've been trying to balance two parts of yourself. The card of Temperance. Yes, you've been trying to balance your light and your shadow, your sun and your moon. You've been trying to learn how to find more balance within regarding your own internal desires. You might have actually been working out some old behaviors, patterns, perhaps even addictions that you've been balancing. And so that's why there's a part of you that's still like, am I ready? Am I ready to go do it? Because you've been spending a lot of time working on yourself recently. Yeah. But actually, it's because of this beautiful work you've done on yourself, where you've learned to balance your internal drives, where you've learned how to be the alchemist and create gold out of metal, right? You've learned how to take like just some base metal and turn it into gold. You've learned how to take the bad parts of yourself and turn them into lessons of opportunity. And because of all this beautiful work you've done on yourself that was inspired by spirit, it's given you now the wings to fly. It's given you the wings to fly. That's why you have this wonderful opportunity that's here right now. And you know consciously that there's something you've got to let die in order to be reborn. This is what you're consciously working on, the card of Death. The card of Death is never talking about, it's never foretelling an actual death. No, the Death card is a beautiful card of transformation, of rebirth, right? Whenever one door closes, another one opens. And here we have that. This is what you've been working on. You've been working on closing out a cycle. closing out a cycle. And you're ready to bring in the new, the brand new. What you don't see coming, what you're unconscious of, is that you're having to actually stand your ground against some sort of community. And like, maybe there's a part of you that's a bit aware of this, but you're not aware of how strong this action is, and actually how strong you are. So you're having right now to hold your ground, to stand your ground against all this adversity. There's at least 7 situations, people that are telling you you shouldn't make the change, that are actually trying to hold you back. Your job is to not even interact with them, to not engage in the fight. Okay, that's what this card, 7 of Wands, this is your sign from Spirit that you don't even need to give these people, you don't need to give their opinions any weight, and you don't need to give these people any of your attention. In fact, look at this person. They are looking away from the chaos, from the adversity, and they're not even like trying to win them over, right? They're not arguing with them. They're not trying to tell them why they're doing what they're doing. So this is your advice too, right? Instead, they're just sitting here strengthening their own power center, holding true to their own vision, surrounding themselves with their vision for their future, and not even interacting with these people. So yes, as you're choosing this career change, you've got people that don't want you to do it. It could be the people at your work who are saying like, no, why are you doing this? Like, you've been a gift to this job. We need you here. But you know there's something different out there for you. Your heart's been wanting it. You've been looking out at this new possibility for yourself. You're ready to leave this old part of your career behind. You don't need to convince these people why you need to shift and change. Your advice is to stay true to your vision. Just surround yourself with your own dreams, vision boarding of this shift. Keep enhancing your own personal power, your self-esteem, your 3rd chakra. See how her 3rd chakra is lit up? Keep doing practices, tools that enhance your self-esteem right now. Whether that's through affirmations, whether that's through physically working out your belly, that also affects your self-esteem. Like, it strengthens your physical 3rd chakra, which in turn can strengthen your energetic, emotional 3rd chakra. So self-esteem, self-confidence. And don't even try to convince these people. Don't talk to them even about your decision, because they don't understand. Look at how they are lower than you, and they're trying to pull you down with them. Now, that doesn't mean they're evil. It doesn't mean they're like, they don't have your best interests at heart. They just don't understand. Okay? It's not their job to understand, and it's not your job to convince them. It's only your job to hold true and steadfast to your vision. Next steps, 9 of Wands. You've got to set boundaries. You've got to set boundaries like building a little bit of a fence around yourself, but not a fence that can't, like, notice how this fence isn't all the way up above her face, right? It's just down here. It's like this is you like saying, no, these are my boundaries. And you can still have access to me as long as you honor my boundaries, right? So you're not putting up walls against yourself. You're just setting boundaries. This is also a card of some hard work. Yeah, some hard work. So as you move towards this new dream, this new change and shift in your career that's going to take you to new adventures, to new places, new destinations, it's going to require some hard work. Yeah, it's going to require you to build a new life. To build a new life, a new career, and it's going to take some effort. It could even take like potentially up to 9 months to get it kind of off the ground. With the 9 here, 9 of Wands. But notice how she's pretty proud of herself. Right? She's standing here like proud of her work. So when you do the work, when you do the efforting, you're going to have the reward of that feeling of being proud of yourself. Like that's going to enhance your self-esteem too and give you this beautiful torch of light to continue to lead your way forward. And look at what you're attracting. Yes, when you decide to finally make that choice and go towards the adventure, you're going to bring in so many good things. You're going to bring in 3 of Pentacles. This is having good work partnerships. Yeah. So this new career, the shift in career is actually going to bring you the kind of people you want to work with. People that you all equally get along well, and you all have specific talents and strengths that benefit each other. So you're going to have a great teamwork of people all working towards the same project and contributing in their own unique ways. I'm going to do this one next. You're going to feel like the emperor of your life. Yes, this is where you get to master your life, finally. If you felt like, and you probably have felt like this, if that's why you're going on this shift of career. If you felt before like you weren't really the master of your life, where you were just kind of going along for some sort of ride, well, when you finally make that choice and do the work, you're going to boss up. Yes, you get to be the emperor in your own story. This is the epitome of all 4 kings. So this means you get to master the 4 essential areas of life. You'll master your thoughts, King of Swords. You'll master your emotions, King of Cups. You'll master your passion and drive and energy to get things done, King of Fire. And you'll master your abundance and finances, King of Coins. And you'll do so from a place of calm, right? Same with this person who's done the work. This isn't like overworking. This isn't becoming a workaholic and doing like over-efforting. She's working just enough and then she rests, right? And appreciates her work. And he sits back here and is able to be the emperor of his life, to be the master of his life, but with more strategy. So this new shift in career you're moving towards is going to be one that involves a little bit of strategy, that involves working smarter versus working harder. Would you claim that in the comments section below? I'm ready to work smarter, not harder. Yes, and attract the abundance. And if you don't feel like writing it, just like, I don't know if there's a chess piece emoji. Someone show me if that exists. or something to do with smarts, right? Yes, you're working smarter, not harder. This is what you're attracting when you finally make this choice to move towards the adventure, to take up that wand of adventure and leave your old wand behind. And finally, this is what else you're attracting. The Four of Wands. I love this card because just look at it, right? It's a card of celebration. It's a card of having like a happy life. It's the 1111 card. This is spiritual happiness, spiritual fulfillment, and it's also the card of commitment. If this was a love reading, this would be our marriage card. But because it's a career reading, it's like this is you like finally finding the career that you want to like be married to, you know, the career that makes you feel happily fulfilled and like that you want to actually commit to happily. And you'll rejoice and celebrate. This is how you'll feel. You'll feel like the star. The star card is also a card of healing. It's a card of being seen, being in the spotlight. So not only are you going to boss up, but you're also going to be more in the spotlight regarding this career. Yeah, you're truly bossing up and becoming a leader. But it's also a card of healing. So here in the recent past, you did a lot of healing already by learning how to balance these parts of yourself. And that healing is showing up again in the after effect. This is the card of doing the work of healing. This is the card of enjoying the benefits from your healing. This is where, when you actually make this choice and move towards this new shift of career that's bringing in the kind of people you want to work with, that's helping you boss up, that's going to cause you to want to commit, this is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel at one with the universe. You're going to feel like, yes, you finally found your star. Right? Your place in the world. Your hopes and fears are around your clarity of thinking. So there's a part of you that still wants to make this choice from your head, from your thoughts. But you got to make this one from your heart. Like you're afraid you're going to make the wrong decision. But your hopes also lie in being able to make the right decision, to be able to think differently about your life. You will achieve the clarity of thought by listening to your emotions. By listening to your heart, by not taking other people's advice, opinions, by setting boundaries based on your own fire, your own internal drive. Again, not what other people have told you should set boundaries around, what you know you need to set boundaries. That is what's going to give you the clarity of thought you want. This is also a card of having higher level thinking. See how this bird's flying high? And it's being very clear with your thoughts about what you're willing to feed. Okay? See how we have this little dish in a cage? Our thoughts feed off of other thoughts. So if we keep filling the bowl with negative type thinking, like, oh, I shouldn't really go after that. It's going to cost too much. It's going to cause too much chaos in my life. It's going to do this and that. Those kind of thoughts will keep us in a cage. We have to choose not to feed those thoughts. And instead, to fill our minds with the positive, lighter, vibrational thoughts that actually get us going out towards our dream. Your hopes and fears lie in what you feed your thoughts, and you need to feed your thoughts with your hopes, not your fears. And the most likely ending is not really an ending here. It's just the next steps, right? When you choose to actually make this choice towards the shift of career, towards travel, adventure of some kind regarding this career shift, when you allow yourself to have this wonderful new group of collaborators to work with, when you allow yourself to be the star, to think positively, you are going to be leaving an old community behind. And you'll be taking only your most necessary things with you. 4 of Pentacles. And reminds me of this woman in this card, right? She's still very confidently setting her boundaries and not even communicating with the old life. Not allowing them to hold her back. Yeah, I'm getting the story here that you've got a community at work that you need to leave behind. They might even be a community of family that you need to leave behind. You need to put you first. These cards are being very clear here. Your higher self, your message from Spirit is to leave a community behind. Let them go and take only what's near and dear to you. Your new vision. You don't need to be confused. You already know what it is you want. It's standing out loud and clear. You've already mentally, emotionally put one wand behind you, and you see where it is you want to go. You have the map to get there. You have the vehicle to get there as well, whether that's an actual vehicle or you just have the knowledge, the skills as your vehicle. It's time to go. I love this. I love this for you. I get excited looking at these cards. Do you feel excited listening to this message? Your spirit guides want you to go for it. They want you to make this shift. The cards are clear. They're not being confusing. So let's just get a few words of guidance, because we don't really need clarification, but let's use the oracle cards to get a little bit of guidance, a little bit of inspiration to help you on this shift moving forwards. Angels, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, please come through. What does our collective need to know? Angel guides, what does our collective need to know regarding this shift of career? Thank you. Oh, your vibration is rising. Nice. Your vibration is rising. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. Yeah. time of great spiritual growth. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Yes, you've already been evolving. Keep on that path of evolution. You're already on a higher spiritual plane. That's why you're leaving these people, this community, this old job behind. It's not for you anymore. You're evolving. You're occupying a higher spiritual frequency. It's okay to have a change in direction. Just because you've done one career for some amount of time, just because it was right for you then, doesn't mean that it has to keep being right. You're allowed to shift, evolve, and change. You're allowed. Your vibration is rising. Your vibration is rising. Higher level thinking, higher level being, all around. Collective, it's been an honor to spend time in your energy. I would love to know, how has this resonated for you personally? Please do go ahead and comment below. It helps others tuning in to read your comments as well, because it helps them see how a person could interpret this reading for themselves. All right. And the more differing scenarios that are all similar, right? The more differing scenarios we all have that have that similar thread really helps others see that, oh yeah, this is how this fits for my life too. So do please go ahead and share below. It also helps me tune into you more for future readings, so you can keep getting clearer and clearer advice from me in these readings. And of course, it does help my channel grow. It means so much to me to have your support. To all my old subscribers, all my new subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm always so excited to get your messages, to get your words of support, and to know how these readings are benefiting you specifically. And hey, collective, if this one didn't resonate, I have a whole set list, right? A whole playlist of timeless readings. So go through them and see which titles jump out at you. There's a message in there for you. I also offer private readings if you're interested in a private, individual, personalized session just for you. I have 30 minutes, 60 minutes. I have a 2024 New Year's full year forecast through the tarot reading available. And I also have a monthly package series for those of you who want to be one of my Sound Wisdom regulars and get a monthly reading from me each and every month for the whole year. You get to choose the topic and you get to submit questions that you want to have answered. All of that is in the description box below, so check it out. But if this is where we part paths, it has been an honor and a blessing to be in your energy. May you keep tuning in to your own inner wisdom. May you keep on the path of sound wisdom. Big love.